Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Page number 8. In the previous lesson, we have taught the 5 aggregates of bringing Upadana Khanda. It is the 12 sense base ayatana. The 12 sense base are. They translate sense base. According to some books, that is the corsets. Corsets. So number 1 is eye base. Eye base is eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity, that is a materiality. Number 2 is ear base. Ear sensitivity, materiality. Nose base is a nose sensitivity or sensitive nose. The tongue base, tongue sensitivity. So in Bali, Chakayarana, Sotayarana, Dhanayarana, Jainwayarana. Next one is Kayayarana, body base. Kayayarana, body sensitivity. Mind base, Manayarana. Manayarana is mind base. That is a consciousness. Consciousness 89. The visible form base. That is a Rupayarana. Rupayarana, Kala or form. Sound base, Satayarana. That is a sound, materiality. Smell base, Gandhayarana. Gandhayarana, smell, that is a materiality. Taste base, Rasayarana. Rasayarana, taste base. Rasa, taste, flavor. Tangible base, Uttavayarana. Uttavayarana is other elements, water, the wind elements, and the fire elements. These 3 are called tangible base. So 3. The mental object base, they translate a bit strange for me. So in Bali, Dhammayarana. That is a better one. So Dhammayarana, Dhamma means actually, Dhamma is a phenomenon related to all. all down Cheta Chetasika Rupa Nibbana. But because of something, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, that is a part. And the visible, sound, smell, taste, tangible, that is 7. So 7 and 5 is 12. So among materiality, 12 are already take out. So only 16 left. So about the consciousness, the mind base is consciousness. Consciousness is already have already taken consciousness. So Jeta is a mind base. Chetasika nothing. Chetasika is into the Dhamma Vedana. Chetasika. Among Rupa, 12 are already have already taken. Have been already taken. So about the Rupa, only 16. So Chetasika 52, 16 materiality, and the Nibbana and the Panyati. Nibbana and Panyati. That is called Dhamma Yadana. They translate a mental object base. Usually should do like a phenomenal base. So Chetasika 52, Rupa 16, Nibbana and the Panyati concept. These are called Dhamma Yadana. So that is if you want to practice Ayatana way, want to practice Vipassana Ayatana way, you can practice. You see the Kala object. So at that time, Kala object is a visible form base. Your eye is a mind base. Your consciousness is a mind base. So sometimes in some sutta the Buddha teach, Kala also nature to Kananda. Eye sensitivity also nature to Kananda. Consciousness arises on the dependence on eye also nature to Kananda. Like that. So that is you can practice in this way. That is we call Ayatana way. So when you listen to something, the sound also, the sound is a materiality. The ear sensitivity also materiality. So when the sound invades the ear sensitivity, the ear consciousness arises. So sound is a sound base, that is ear base. Consciousness is a mind base. So Chetasika is Dhamma Yadana. Like that. Chetasika is Dhamma Yadana. So the other materiality into the ear is also Dhamma Yadana. Like that. So in the same way, when you smell something, the smell is a smell base. The nose sensitivity is a nose base. So consciousness arises in the nose. That consciousness is a mind base. Chetasika and the other rupas are Dhamma Yadana. Like that. So in the same way, when you eat something, when you taste something, when you touch something, when you think something, at that time object is anything possible. Every object possible. But thinking. So base is a mind base. Object is no all are Dhamma Yadana. Dhamma Yadana is only Chetasika, 16 Rupa, Nibbana, Vinyati. If Cheta, not Dhamma Yadana. Maybe Mana Yadana. If you are thinking about the Kala, Rupa Yadana, what you think? Not so sure. Can think the sound, can think the Kala, can think the taste. When you have eaten a lot of food, you can think about the taste, what taste it have, like that. So because of this, about the thinking, you can think color, also sound, also smell, also everything. So about the nirvana, also you can think. About the materiality, also you can think. About the concept, also you can think everything. So when you think, mind base is sure, but object is not so sure. Mind base object is visible, also possible. Sound, smell, taste, also possible. Tangible, also possible. The other objects we call Dhammaramana. So Dhammayarana and Dhammaramana are not the same. Dhammaramana is exact Vipayarana, Sadayarana, Kanayarana, Atayarana, and Kodavayarana. Exact these five we call Dhammaramana. Dhammaramana. So Dhammayarana is here, except the previous one. Because Dhammaramana is Ruparamana, Sadaramana, Kandaramana, Atayarana, Kodavayarana, Dhammaramana. So except five, the other are Dhammaramana. So here is a Dhammayarana, except previous 11. Like that. Because before I say Dhamma is a phenomenon related to all. Chaita also, Chaitasika also, Rupa also, Nirvana also, Vinyati also Dhamma. But according to place, in the Aramana only 6. So except the previous 5. That is the Dhamma Aramana. Here is a 12. Except the previous 11. That is the Dhamma Yarana. Like that. So you may know 4 foundation of mindfulness. Paranupassana, Vedananupassana, Chaitanupassana, Dhammanupassana. They are also Dhamma. That Dhamma is another, except the previous 3. Except the previous 3. So like that. Except the previous. So Dhammayarana, Dhammaramana, Dhammanupassana, not the same. Not the same. So next one is that is about the ayatana. So khanda ayatana, what is the difference? In the khanda, about the materiality, only one materiality aggregates. But here in the ayatana, about the rupa, divided into how many? Into 10. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, also rupa. Visible, sound, smell, taste, tangible, also rupa. So 10. Dhammayarana also half rupa. So about the rupa, quite detailed. So about the mentality, only mind-based Dhammayarana, only 2. For the mentality, only 2. Mind-based Dhammayarana. For the rupa, 11 or 10. So if someone deludes about the mentality, need to practice 5 decades. If someone deludes about the materiality, should practice ayatana, like that. Not that by practicing khanda, you may understand the mentality more. Because in the khanda, mentality is 4. So a bit detailed. Materiality 1. Mentality 4. So about the mentality, a bit detailed. So here about the ayatana, materiality is 10. Mentality is only 2. So by practicing ayatana about the materiality, you will be more clever. Like that. So based on that, then teaching ayatana. So next one is the 18 elements. Dhatu-yo, plural number. Dhatu-yo. If singular, dhatu. What is a dhatu? Dhatu is da is bring or brought. Bring brought own nature. So that is a dhatu. Bring the own nature. Something which can bring own nature. That is the element. So meaning is that is no being, no being, no life, just the element. Element is no being. Definition in the book, no being, no life, just the nature, just the nature. So that is which can bring own nature. So those are the I elements. The I elements. Yeah, I is I sensitivity, I element. That is no being, also no life, just one kind of nature, which can catch the color object, like that. Because of this, that is these are called elements. Dhatu. Just the elements, no others, like that. So ear elements, soda dhatu. Ear sensitivity. Nose elements, dana dhatu. Nose sensitivity. Tongue elements, jainwa dhatu. Body elements, kaya dhatu. Mind elements, mano dhatu. That is a consciousness, 89 consciousness. Visible form elements, that is a rupa dhatu. Sound elements, sound, sada dhatu. Smell, gandha dhatu. Taste, rasa dhatu. Tangible, potapa dhatu. Mental object elements. Mental, not yet. Mental. Actually, that is should be the last one according to books. Unconsciousness element. Unconsciousness is Chakku Vijnana. Consciousness based on I. That is unconsciousness. Ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, mind consciousness. After that, mental object Dhamma Dhatu. So Dhamma Dhatu is the same as Dhamma Yatana. So when become 18, so about the materiality, the same as Ayatana, but about the mentality, not the same. In the Ayatana, only mind base, only one. But here becomes 7. Mind consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, mind consciousness, Chakku Vijnana, Sata Vijnana, Kana Vijnana, Sena Vijnana, Ka Vijnana. Mano Dhatu is mind element, Mano Dhatu. Mind consciousness element is Mano Vijnana Dhatu. Mano Vijnana Dhatu. Little sequence, I think. Until 5, okay. After 5 should go to 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. After that, should be. After 11 should go 13. The unconsciousness. We are nose, tongue, body. Body after that 6. Mind element. After that mind consciousness element. After that Dhamma, the mental object element. So 6 should move after 17. So the 12 should move after 18. Yeah. Hmm? 6 move after 17. 12 should move after 18. So about the mind becomes 7. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind consciousness. Yeah, about the 7. Because of this, it becomes 18. So, if you practice 8 elements way, you will understand about the materiality also, about the mentality also, more detail. So you can practice sometimes. So like that, if you see something, color is visible for elements, iron sensitivity is iron elements. So about the iron consciousness, that is the iron consciousness element. So three way. ER3. About the ER also, 3 knows the diamond body. The same. So what is the mind element? Mind element is Pinchadara Vajana 2. Pinchadara Vajana 2. Pinchadara Vajana 1. Samatayana 2. Pinchadara Vajana is 5 departing consciousness 1. Receiving consciousness 2. That is we call mind elements. Manodhatu. In the Patana, we can see Manodhatu. Manodhatu is 5 departing consciousness 1. Receiving consciousness 2 or 3. These 3 are called mind elements. So, mind consciousness element is 2. Ear consciousness 2. Nose consciousness 2. Tongue consciousness 2. Body consciousness 2. Mind consciousness how much? Minus 13. 189 minus 13. That is a mind consciousness element. Order 76. Yeah. 76 are mind consciousness elements. So Dhamma Dhatu is the same as Dhamma Yadana, except previous 17. That is Dhamma Dhatu, the same as Dhamma Yadana. So sometimes you can practice 8 elements way. Yeah. In the Sutta also sometimes they teach 8 elements way, 18 elements way. Sometimes they teach 12 sense-based way. Sometimes 5 aggregate way. If you have learned here, when the Buddha used Manodhatu, what is Manodhatu? You can know like that. Chakku Dhatu, Sota Dhatu, like that. So next one is 4 Noble Truths. 4 Noble Truths is Ariya Satya. Ariya Satya is the Satya, the truth of Noble Person. Noble Person's truth. Because Noble Person penetrated, because of penetrated by Noble Person. That is the Noble Person's truth. Ariya is a Noble Person. Satya is the truth. So Noble Person's truth. Because penetrated by Noble Person. Next one is Ariya is a Noble Person Buddha. Truth is truth. So Satya is a truth. So Noble Person Buddha's truth. Buddha's truth. Because taught by the Buddha. By the Buddha. So one is the noble truth of suffering. What is the noble truth of suffering? Lokiya Chaita 81. Chaita is 89. Remove 8 Lokotra Chaita. Lokiya Chaita 81. 81. Accepts greed. Chitasika 51. Chitasika is 51. Materiality 28. These are called the noble truth of suffering. Lokiya Chaita, mundane Chaita, mundane consciousness 81. Chitasika 51. Accepts craving or greed. Rupa 28. That is the noble truth of suffering. So, the Buddha wants to say, all everything in the world are noble truth of suffering. So, want to say the past. So, what is the cause of the origin of noble truth? Origin of suffering. That is a greed, craving. We attach to suffering, whatever things. So that is the cause of suffering. So we get this body because of attachment, because of craving. So craving is the origin of suffering. So if someone can dispel the craving, greed, no more suffering. Look at that. So practicing vipassana is to remove craving. To remove craving. Number 2 is a cause. Number 1 is effect. So, if so, what is the place to be free from suffering? The noble truth of the cessation of suffering. That is a Nibbana. That is a Nibbana. That is the cessation of suffering. The noble truth of path leads to cessation of suffering. That is the 8 kinds of factor, 8 kinds of paths, 8 noble paths. 8 noble paths. Samma Ditti, Panya, Samma Sankappa, Videka, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama is Viriya, effort. Samma Sati, mindfulness, Samma Samadhi, concentration. These are 8 noble paths. All are Chitasikas. Chitasikas. 8 kinds of Chitasika. Associated with the Lokottara Chitta. 8 kinds of Chitasika associated with the Lokottara Chitta. These are called the path that lead to cessation of suffering. Cessation of suffering. So, if so, Mega Chaita 4, association Chitasika is originally 36, but remove 8. 8 because 8 is because of the path, 8 noble paths. So Mega Chaita 4, Chitasika 28. Chitasika 28. Originally 36, but remove 8 noble paths. 8 noble path is Mega Sajja. So Mega Chaita 4, Chitasika 28. Phala Chaita 4, Chitasika 36. 36. These are free from Sajja. These are free from Sajja. Not include into the Sajja. Exclude. These are no Dukkha Sajja, Samudaya Sajja. Nirodha Satya, Magga Satya. Yeah. Lokiya Chaita. Lokiya Chaita 81. Chetasika 51 is into the Dukkha Satya. Greed is into the Samudaya Satya. Nibbana is into the Nirodha Satya. The Eightfold Noble Path associated with Magga 4 is Magga Satya. Magga Satya. So, like this, Dukkha Satya. Dukkha Satya is Chaita 81, Chetasika 51, except greed. Samudaya Satya. Samudaya Satya is greed. Greed. Nirodha Satya. Nirodha Satya is Nibbana. Nibbana. So Magga Satya. Magga Satya is Eightfold Noble Path. Chetasika. Eightfold Noble Path associated Magga Chaita 4. No Magga Chaita. Eightfold Noble. 8 Chetasika only. These are Chetasika only. So associated with Magga Chaita. So if so, Magga Chaita 4 is not included into here. Magga Chaita 4. Chetasika, association Chetasika is originally 36. But 36 take out this 8. So only left 28. Another Phala Chaita also not included here. Because here 81 only. Phala Chaita 4 also. Phala Chaita 4. Association Chetasika is 36. These are not Dukkha Satya, Samudaya Satya, Nirodha Satya, Magga Satya. Exclude the Satya. Exclude the Satya. So, Dukkha Satya is to know. Dukkha Satya is to know. Have to discern mentality, materiality, nature, Dukkha, Anatta. To know. Samudaya Satya is to remove. To remove, prevent. If you do Vipassana, Dukkha, Dukkha, suffering, suffering, you may not have attachments. You may not have a craving. So, to remove Samudaya Satya, need to know Dukkha Satya. Need to know Dukkha Satya. As you know, as a Dukkha, may not have attachments to those. So, so when we call Dukkha Satya, Dukkha is three kinds of Dukkha. Here mean. In English translation is suffering. Although translated suffering different from English meaning, Dukkha means in our teaching, one is Dukkha Dukkha. Dukkha Dukkha is real suffering. So that is a feeling associated with anger, associated body, consciousness, result of akusala. So if someone beats us, we may pain. So that feeling is Dukkha Dukkha, really suffering. If you think about the bad thing, this agreeable object, you will suffer. This is dosa maya chaita. Feeling associated with dosa maya chaita. So that feeling is really suffering. We call it Dukkha Dukkha. So English meaning suffering is consider Dukkha Dukkha only. Feeling associated with bodily suffering. bodily consciousness. Feeling associated with anger consciousness. That is a dukkha. So another one is a vibrinama dukkha. Vibrinama dukkha is a changeable dukkha, changing dukkha. Vibrinama dukkha is sometimes we have happiness, pleasant feeling. Pleasant feeling is good, but that is a changing. So how much good finally it change. So we will suffer. Because of this, that is even happiness we call dukkha. What kind of dukkha? Changeable dukkha. Like that. So that is also dukkha. Yeah. Some people are very comfortable, the life is very money, everything okay. But later older, so need to abandon, need to relinquish. So suffering will come. That they want life also the same. They want life, they are very happy. But if near to die, 7 days before dying, start to come up. The flowers are withered. The smell has become bad. Normally, their smell is the whole life very good. But in the near death, 7 days before dying, happen like this. So that is the sign of dying. So at that time they are very worried, like that. So although they are happy, have a changeable nature, changing nature or changing. So because of this, those happiness also we call dukkha, changeable dukkha. So next one is sankhara dukkha, feeling upekha. Upekha is a neutrality. Neutrality also we call it sankhara dukkha, conditioned dukkha. Conditioned dukkha is not always stable or arising and perishing. That is it. All sankhara, all citta, cetasika, rupa, not free from that. Always arising and perishing. So because of this, even in neutrality, neutrality, citta, cetasikas are that is a sankhara dukkha, conditioned dukkha. Conditioned dukkha. Because of this, everything cannot be free from dukkha, sankhara dukkha or vibrinama dukkha. That is we call dukkha satya. Even in craving also rising and perishing. Actually, can be into the dukkha satya. But it gets its own name, samudaya satya. Because of this, not into the dukkha satya. Although it is a dukkha, because a separate name it has. So not say into the dukkha satya. Anyway, craving also rising and perishing. So he also suffering. So next one is the cessation of suffering. The cessation of suffering is that is to realize only, to realize and to see only. No need to practice anicca dukkha anatta for the nibbana. If you realize, if you see nibbana enough, to see nibbana also we have to practice vipassana. No need to find out nibbana directly. Because of this, the Buddha sometimes teaches nibbana is inside the body. No need to find out the other place. Actually, nibbana is not inside Dhamma, internal Dhamma, external Dhamma. But the way to find out is discerning mentality, materiality. Because of this, nibbana is saying inside. So to find the nibbana, discerning mentality, materiality, like that. So nibbana is to reach, to get, to realize. So next one is the noble truth of path. So according to Abhidhamma book, the noble truth of path is 8 kinds of cetasika associated with local citta. That is a mundane noble truth. Mundane noble truth. So before getting mundane noble truth, we have to use. So that is a supramundane noble truth, because associated with Magga-Citta, supramundane. So before that, we practice vipassana. Object is mentality, materiality, theta, cetasika, rupa. Your mind is Mahakusala 8. Mahakusala 8. So Mahakusala 8, cetasika is 38. Or 30, actually, no, 33. 33. Because of discerning mentality, materiality, no have sama vacha, sama kamana, sama ajiva, because that is to avoiding, to avoid. So no karuna mudita. So 33. Among 33, some of the factor, Eightfold Noble Path, we have. That is we call a mundane Magga Sajja. Mundane Magga Sajja. So once you do Anicca Dukkha Anatta, your mind is a Samadhi, Sama Singappa, Sama Vacha, Sama Kammanta, Sama Ajiva, no. Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. That is also mundane path. Mundane path. So that is a knowledge. That is a Magga Sajja. No, according to here, that is a mundane Magga Sajja. Mundane Magga Sajja is to increase. Bhavidabha, to increase. So those mundane Magga Sajja also actually arising or perishing. They also suffering. They also sometimes this sometimes like this, we discerning this mind, Citta, Cetasika, discerning this materiality, materiality. So next mind, discerning this mind, Anicca Dukkha Anatta, like that. So this is the Dukkha Sajja, this is a Magga Sajja. If it is like this, this is like a Dukkha Sajja, this is a become Magga Sajja. But at the same time, this is also Mahakusala Citta, this is also Mahakusala Citta. Sometimes many generations next time the sun is Citta, like that, have to do. So Magga Sajja, for the mundane Magga Sajja is into the Dukkha Sajja also. Can be like that, can be. So if we do like this, later this discerning mind will see Nibbana. At that time, really Magga Sajja, really Magga Sajja. So for the vipassana time, we have some mundane Magga Sajja. That is also suffering. If suffering, why you practice? Like no choice. That is the way to reach Nibbana. So in the book mentioned, sometimes we sick. The medicine is very bitter, but to cure the disease, you have to eat. So when you discern something, your mind also rising or perishing. That is also Dukkha Sajja. Why you are discerning? Every day you do Dukkha Sajja. Anyway, that is a bitter, but it can cure disease. Can cure disease. So about the Lokottara Citta, no need to practice vipassana. By seeing Lokottara Citta, Cetasika, Nibbana. By seeing Nibbana, although you do Anicca Dukkha Anatta, no meaningful. You may not have a disenchantment, like a kind of being born, a kind of boredom. You may not have, because Nibbana is a very peace. That is not the way to practice. In the same way, Lokottara Citta, Cetasika also rising and perishing, but no need to practice. Although you practice, that is cannot get vipassana knowledge. cannot increase vipassana knowledge. So that is no need to practice. So to practice only two noble truths. One is suffering, one is the origin of suffering. These two only need to practice. So every Buddha teaches Four Noble Truths, the same, like this. So every Buddha. So without knowing Four Noble Truths, cannot get any attainment. Only by knowing Four Noble Truths only can attain Nibbana. Can get attainment. So 4 Mega, Chitasika 28, 4 Phala, Chitasika 36. These are out of Noble Truth. So after that clarification, that is we already explained. Actually, no need to go, but anyway we will go. Here in 69 steps. 69 steps. How's it go? Comprising 52 mental factors, 16 kinds of subtle matter, and the Nibbana are regarded as the mental object. Mental object base means Dhamma Yadana. And the mental object element, that is Dhamma Dhatu. We already explained. The mind base itself is divided into the 7 elements of consciousness. That is a difference as 12 ayatana, 18 dhatu. So in the 12 ayatana, mind is only one. In the 18 dhatu, mind becomes 7. So because of this, it becomes 18. 1 becomes 7. So in the base, mind is only one. In the element, mind is 7. Mind is 7. I'm consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, body. Another one is Manodhatu. Manovinyana dhatu becomes 7. 1 becomes 7. So next one, summary. The round of existence in 3 places is suffering. In the 3 places is karma planes. Karma planes is 4 awful states, human and deva. Rupa plane 16. Arupa plane 4. Everything in this plane is suffering. That means that Lokiya Chaita 81, Chetasika 51, Rupa. Craving is its origin of suffering. Cessation is Nibbana. That is we already have said. We have already said the path is regarded as supramundane. About the path, not mundane, supramundane. That means the Eightfold Noble Path is associated with the Magga Chaita. The mental state associated with the past. That means Magga Citta 4, Cettasika 28. The fruits, that is Phala 4, Cettasika 36. That is the fruits are excluded from the four truths. Four truths. Thus, the compendium of the whole has been explained in 5 ways. In the 5 ways is 5 khanda way, clinging aggregate way, 12 ayatana way, 18 element way, 4 noble truth way. So the whole question. So about the 7th chapter is finished. Sadhu, huh? I'm not calling loudly. Although finished, we not remember. So next week we may teach about the 8th chapter. 8th chapter. So 8, 9 after 9 finished. Huh? Yeah, Abhidhamma is like that. You may not understand or if you repeat, you will be clever more and more because we repeat. So those learning we use. Anyway, we should continue. Always we are saying Citta 89, Cettasika 52, Rupa 28, Nirvana like that. So we classify in many different ways. So a bit more and more clever. So if there is a question, you can ask. Okay.
I read about some heart transplant patients who inherited memories of the donors. Even their personalities and characters have become very similar to the donors. So from Abhidhamma's point of view, how can we explain such a phenomenon?
From the beginning point, I don't understand.
Okay. They are heart transplant patient who got the heart from another donor. So he not only he got the heart, he also inherited the memories. So how is that possible?
Memories is
from
about,
the donor.
About the donors.
Yes. So even their character and personality also changed.
Yeah.
Is that true? I mean, it has been medically proven.
That is, he may forget about the person, about the body. How about those memory? About the receiver.
Receiver, I remember there's one old lady, 60 plus, who behaved like a teenager. And the donor is the teenager who died in an accident. Also habits.
So
in the past.
Yeah. About that donor, he remember quite many about the donor's personality.
Yes.
Yeah. How about the heart receivers personality?
Has changed to become very similar to the donor.
Yes, that is according to Abhidhamma point of view, very possible. Very possible, but I don't want to say so much detail about that because that is related to life. Related to life, very good. I don't want to say that may not be beneficial to say. We know beneficial is based on Buddha's knowledge. They may text science. I like that. So because of this, that is very possible in the Abhidhamma point of view. He may forget receivers, detail, he may remember donor's personality more. That is a very possible. Yeah. About that Abhidhamma point of view is actually we are okay, but don't want to mention so much because that is related to the life of one person have to die. Yeah, one person have to die.
The day the newspaper had one news of a baby just born. The parents the baby after 3 days they cannot open the eye. Then after that they try to open the baby. Then discover that the baby don't have the eyes wall. Consider this baby is one root or no?
No rooted. You may say no rooted. Yeah. If there is totally no have eye from the beginning points, yeah, that is according to Abhidhamma, that is a no rooted person. But beginning point have later because of some medicine or something. If it is try, that is another case. That is another case. So according to Abhidhamma, after 11 weeks, and so the eye sensitivity need to arise. So at that time, if it not arise from that time, so that is maybe no death. Some arise later because of some medicine the mother eats, that medicine effective for the eye. That is another case. After arising, this medicine, this is a try. If so, we cannot say no death.
Bandi, you mentioned samudra sacha as the cause and dukkha sacha as the effect.
Yeah.
So, Bandi, can you just briefly explain how this as cause and effect?
Yeah. So, as long as we have a craving, we will get dukkha sacha. We have a life because of craving. So if someone practices vipassana, always a discerning mentality, materiality, internal, external. So that person, whatever he see, wherever he see, all are rising and perishing. His mind is always a nature to ananda. So have to do. After doing a long time, increase metta see nirvana. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, become arahanta. So if someone have arahanta, his view is totally without thinking, like originally, intuitively, always a nature to ananda, suffering like that. That is arahanta's view. So arahanta totally not have attachment to any life, even a human, deva, brahma, not have attachment. So because of no attachment, whatever he do, no karma, no more karma. He do dana, he listen in Dhamma talk, he make a puja to the Buddha, but no karma. So doing kusala, like a kusala only, but no craving, no attachment. So he cannot get any life. So if there is no craving, no more life, no more suffering. For us, we don't know intuitively as a suffering. So we thinking is that is a me. Me means something can control. or can create something not arising and perishing inside something have. So because of thinking like that, because of attachment to the body, whatever we do become karma. If we do kusala karma can produce a human and deva. If we do akusala karma can produce awful states. So as long as we have a craving, because of not practicing vipassana, we may have lives. So all lives are suffering like that. If there is no more craving, no more lives, no more suffering. So to be like this, we have to practice vipassana.
Can I ask then Samhita Satya is all the grouping of Avijja?
Huh?
Is it Avijja, Tanha?
Oh, like that. That is
The grouping under
here.
Samhita Satya.
Here about the Samudaya Sutta only mention the craving, but in some sutta like Data Yarana Sutta, what is a Samudaya Satya? About the Dhammacakka Bodhana Sutta also, Samudaya Satya is a craving. The Mahasatiripatthana Sutta also Samudaya Satya is a craving. But in the Anguttara Nikaya, in the Data Yarana Sutta, what is a Samudaya Satya? Like Avijja Paccaya Sankhara Paccaya Vijnana. So dependent origination. Dependent origination is a Samudaya Satya. So the meanings like every cause has a Samudaya Satya. So here only craving. That is like saying is we call Padana Naya. Padana Naya is a main way. Craving is a main. Sometimes Chinese also may say like this: when we eat rice, we will eat rice because the rice is a main very big portion. So not only rice you eat, but anyway you are saying is we eat rice like that. So in the same way, that is the main way, main way to say. Sometimes in the scripture mentioned the Raja Agitati, the king come. The king come. If someone reported to you, the king come. Not only king, many followers. You may need to prepare for many people. Although saying is the king come, like that. So in the same way, we should take such a meaning. In the Mahasatiripatthana Sutta, in the Dhammacakka Bodhana Sutta, in the Abhidhamma book, craving is Samudaya Satya. But not only craving. Every cause has a Samudaya Satya. But we say Badana way. So if so, may not be different with the Data Yarana Sutta. Data Yarana Sutta is directly saying, according to saying, you can take the meaning like that. So in the Abhidhamma book, I mentioned every kusala, lokiya, every mundane kusala, akusala, Theta Chitasikas are Samudaya Satya. Like that. So whatever causes Samudaya Satya can say. But if we want to say shortly, only main one is craving. So if you can remove a craving, so may not have a suffering. So Paticca Samuppada also Samudaya Satya. In the Patthana, many causes. This is the cause, this is the effect. So every cause has can say Samudaya Satya, the cause of the suffering. So like that. So every cause has what are the causes? Especially kusala can produce a life. So kusala also cause. Akusala can produce a woeful states, a life in the woeful states. So that is also cause Samudaya Satya. Yeah. So dependent origination also Samudaya Satya. Causes in the dependent origination. Causes in the Patthana also maybe rare to say is Samudaya Satya. Samudaya Satya. So it itself, Samudaya itself also, they have a rising and perishing. May say Dukkha Satya. But they have already another name. may not call Samudaya Sutta. So if we know the name, we call the name only, not call it human. So some people, if we don't know the name, according to Myanmar, if we call someone friendly, hello is a hey human. yeah, hey human only. Because so the other people also, why we not call a human? We already give a separate name. So like that. Samudaya Satya already call a separate name. We don't call it Dukkha Satya. But anyway, Samudaya Satya also surely because of rising and perishing Sankhara Dukkha. But not say Dukkha Satya because of separate name. Private name.
Just now talk about the no-rooted people when born the eye is no eyeball. It's one eye is normal, another eye is blind, and also consider as no-rooted people.
Maybe if there is one eye, may not consider.
Or may not consider.
May not consider. Yeah. Mostly may not have because of something disturbing in the brain. Yeah.
Oh, and also no-rooted people, this line, after this line, next line, they got chance, possible getting better life.
Yeah, possible. Even animal. So humans anyway because of Krishna was born. So even animals was born because of Akusala. Even animals have a chance to become knowledgeable human. So, actually, because of human only, we notice we have many lives in a woeful state.
Thank you.
Just now I'm saying we have life because of craving.
Yeah.
Because of craving we have life.
Yeah.
That including the Bodhisattva that come down to the human life. He also has craving.
Yeah. He has a craving. He has a craving means in the Dibangara Buddha, the Buddha Dibangara Buddha long time ago. So if he want to go Nirvana, he can go. Just listening short talk. But he don't want to go. It's a desire. That is a desire or craving. Want to be human. Want to be Buddha. That is attached to the Buddha life. So he wants to help people or beings. So that is his craving. Still not see as a suffering enough way. Until a certain stage he saw, but not enough. He don't want to get, because of this long time, many Buddha, he may find, he may meet, listening Dhamma, but until Megapala he cannot get, because he still want to be Buddha, like that. So, not yet want to be free from samsara. So he has a craving. He has attachment.
That for our human like me, because of craving, because the satchaya, the wrong view for the body, satchaya jin,
Sakaya
wrong view. Because of this, then we have life.
Yes, we have a Sakaya Deity. Every ordinary person have a Sakaya Deity. Sakaya Deity means into the body something like a soul. Like a soul, something control us. something arrange everything to speak, to eat, to listening, to talk, maybe. So those things have inside, we think. So that is a Sakaya Deity. As long as we have a Sakaya Deity, so we cannot get attainment. Because of this, we need to discern all materiality in the body, one by one. So to dispel those around you, no have a soul, to get anatta view, non-self view. So if you can see every part, that is the eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, into the heart, into the body, every place you go, have to do always. This is a materiality, no me, no others, no man, no woman, no beings, no soul. These are materiality. Need to do Gananga. After doing materiality, need to discern mentality. Because if you don't discern mentality, you may think soul is into the mentality. In the mentality. Because of this, you need to find out every mentality. This is a Phassa, this is a Vedana, this is a Chaita, this is Chetasika, like that. Detail. Wherever you have doubt, you should go there and discern. After that, you have to make mark. That is a mentality. No me, no others, no man, no woman, no beings. That is a mentality. Have to do. So after that, cause and effect. After that, by seeing, arising, and perishing of mentality, materiality, have to do nature, dukkha, anatta. So if so, you will get such a view. These are all are suffering. So that is to dispel self view, soul view. No, behind.
Teaching Abhidhamma, and also we explain some very good points on Vipassana. You see, most of us, we can experience anicca, dukkha, even without practicing Vipassana or knowing Abhidhamma. But after practicing Vipassana and understanding Abhidhamma, we know anatta better.
Yeah.
But for a person who have not reached the stage of Vipassana or no knowledge of Abhidhamma, how do we explain anatta to someone? Because there are many Buddhist friends who always debate or about this non-self. So from Bante's point of view, what is the easier method to understand this?
Yes. So about that, some people are not so easy based on their own knowledge, maybe based on their karma. So may not be so easy. So first of all, I need to know what is the soul. What is their definition about the soul? Mostly in the scripture, soul is the owner our body. Everything arranged to speak and to eat, to control our body, and that is a soul, something inside. That is also possible. Another one is a creator, like a God, something creates our body. He controls us to be happy and to be happy anything. So that is a definition of soul. And so the gods we call Brahma Atta, Ultimate soul. Our soul inside, soul is Jiva Atta, like a soul. So that is about the soul. Just for us, these souls are not really have. That is their thinking. Reality is different from those thinking. Because of this, those thinking we say wrong view. Just the saying, just the thinking, not reality. So how to show reality is if something we can control about our body, So we don't want to be old, we don't want to be sick, we don't want to be dead. Can we control? If we can control, if we can say we have a soul, soul can control. So like that. So now we have our mind. Can we maintain always to be good? Cannot maintain. Sometimes happy, sometimes not happy. Based on causes. We have a cause to be happy. So do we set. Without, for example, if we see the flowers very good, normally we are very happy because of agreeable object. So by seeing very good flower, we cannot be sad. A bit difficult. Like that. So if we have a soul, see good then should be sad. So we cannot control like that. In the same way, if we see very bad then normally we sad. If we can control, try not to be sad. But I cannot control. That means no soul. No soul. So about the mind, about the body, everything. If we think there is a soul, we should control. Can we control or not? If we cannot control, should say non-self, based on causes. So in another lecture, like that mentioned. So we don't want to be old, we don't want to be sick, we don't want to be die, but have to die. This is a non-self or self. So non-self. If non-self, it is sukha and dukkha. Dukkha. Because we cannot control, that is a dukkha. Like that. So if we cannot control, that is a permanence or impermanence. Impermanence. Like that. Normally we may explain like that. So that is a very deep situation. So anyway, that is a very, very deep. If someone want to get attainment, must have a non-self view. Non-self view. But although we have some people are thinking wrong view, have a self. Not so much problem about the Sakaya deity. Another deity is a more problem. Removing karma and karma result. There is no good deeds, no bad deeds. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Cannot produce a life like that. Those are very dangerous. They may do evil, they may get a woeful states. So like this. So those are more dangerous. About the non-self view is for the attainment is very important. Without knowing like that, I cannot get attainment. So according to Buddhist view, actually quite good. We can control, we can change the causes. To be happy, what we should do? Need the agreeable object. To get agreeable object, we need to do kusala. Like that. That is the way to be happy. Although that is the way to be happy, because we have a life. Whether we were dying, we were sick. If we don't like that, then we need to try to get nirvana. So, for those people who don't know about the non-self view, the big body, we are, if we can see penetratively, every small parts in the body, even in mentality, even in materiality, all are rising up, perishing. Very detailed or very some period of time, small time, can change. That is if you have a sharp knowledge, you can see. So if no sharp knowledge, you cannot see very small thing, but you can see the whole body. The whole body. This is 5 years, next 5 years, our body may not be the same. So that is a long period. If a long period you see changing, not suddenly changing actually, small period changing, you can guess. In the same way, if a big amount, if you see changing, you should understand small amounts are changing like that. So for them, you should encourage them to see briefly or big amounts. Big amounts. So briefly means this 5 years, next 5 years. can you control or not? Like that. But some people are a bit difficult to say, although we explain in many ways. But if they really want to have a right view, if really wishes to have a right view, by discussing, by explaining, by listening in Dhamma talk, they can get the right view, if they really wish. But some people are not really interested, just saying only. Although you explain it, they will ignore, although it is meaningful. So in the Buddha time, the person called Sijaka, Sijaka ascetic. His view is a self-view. His view is a self-view. So do conversation with the Buddha. So after many explanations, he understand the Buddha is saying no self-view. But he become quiet. No answer properly. No answer properly. So later, because of the king or they will come, like trying to beat, please answer. If you no answer, I will beat you, like that. So the king or they will have to help to the Buddha. According to conversation, the Buddha is a win, but the person, how to say, he did not give answer. Not to lose. So king or they will have to help. Anyway, he didn't take even the 3 refugees. But anyway, in mind, he accepts the view of another. In mind only. So about that, in the commentary, ask the question. The Buddha teaches so long sutta, 2 sutta, Tulasittika and Mahasittika. 2 sutta. Or after 2 sutta, that person, even the 3 refugees did not take. So, for what benefits the Buddha teaches? So, say Vasana bhagi for the teacher. Vasana is a habit. Now, only in mind he accepts non-self view. After 100 years later, he become Kalatisa Tega in the Sri Lanka. He become Arhanta because of accepting non-self view. Non-self view. So anyway, if we talk about the non-self view, sometimes they may not accept. Some people are just reject. Although in mind, usually little bit agree. Little agree in front of you or in front of us, they may not accept. So King Osaka also may not help us. So anyway, if they listen, sometimes we may need to talk our children, friends, and like to accept it in like something beneficial. Yeah, slowly have to say. Slowly have to say. Sometimes one of my disciples also, his devotee is a Christian, so cannot get agreement. So if so, we should say agreement. Agreement is killing you like or not, about the killing, about the how is your view about the killing. If not, yeah, please let's practice together. Because we know each other, we like, we have a loving kindness. So because for me, killing is very, very dangerous. If you think it is not good, please let's practice together. Like that, about the stealing, should start from the 5 precepts. Yeah, about the stealing, about the drinking alcohol. If not so serious, please avoid this. Like that, we trying to get something agreement, especially very dangerous again. So practicing Vipassana is quite hard. But 5 precepts very low. Maybe that is very possible to agree. Sometimes we do among friends. Our view and their view not the same, but we each other love. So we are about the killing, stealing. Those are very serious. If so, let's practice. if not serious for you, like that. So that is a good way, because even through religion, sometimes we are not opposite. In some cases, we are the same. So for those cases, let's follow. Let's practice together. Maybe something different is we should discuss later. So some we can follow. For example, some religion they cannot drink alcohol. Okay, we also that is what we like. So we should practice something like this. So some can get some agreement each other. So because the good and bad is quite clear, killing or not killing. Also we can stay without killing. Also some people can stay. Sometimes maybe for them killing is no need to follow seriously. Anyway, they may be able to stay without killing. If so, because of friendship, please try not to kill. Because for me, that is very serious. So I'm not happy to see you. For you yourself. If not so much problem for you, please try not to kill. Not to kill. That is if you have a danger about the killing, you may have a problem. So if you not kill anyone, may not be problem. So if you let's follow those rules. So the Buddha also say actually, some cases me and other religion the same view. For example, no killing. Buddha also like, other people also like. But anyway, the Buddha say, who can follow? If compared to teacher, many people praise Buddha like that. About the agreement, something good, the Buddha can follow more, because the Buddha knows the punishment. If compared to teacher to teacher, the Buddha is higher one. In the same way, compared to disciple, so the Buddha's disciples can follow. So because of this, we can for us we can tell, we can say them, because mostly Buddha's ways how to maintain, how to control mind is more clear and more clever, because we can avoid more about the ego. That something it is we both parties agree. So because of this, we can discuss in this way. Sometimes they also, according to their teaching, should follow, but they don't follow. They don't know how to control their mind. So because of this, Buddha's disciples, if compared to disciple, Buddha's disciple is mostly higher. So I explained my disciple. So maybe he is a little bit young, and he want to win. So he asked his devotee, how do you think? Who can follow more? Who can follow more? For me, only just to get agreement, to be good association, because he loves his devotee. So devotee also loves to do the bande, although not the same religion, like that. But he is a little bit young, maybe want to win something. How do you think? Who can follow about this? Yeah, surely bhikkhus are more possible to follow generally like that, because many to control the way is the Buddha's teachings are very clear. How to control, how to practice, and very clear, every detail mentioned. So because of this, the Buddha's disciples can follow the rule like that. So something you can do like this. Okay.
Bhante, I
keep hearing you say discerning mind. Discerning mind actually is the knowing and seeing part of the mind, right? It's knowing and seeing. So, which part of it from the Cetasika point of view is it a mindfulness plus wisdom? That is a discerning mind.
Discerning mind.
Yeah.
Discerning mind is Chitta and Cetasika together. Chitta and Cetasika. Like that, discerning mind is discerning mind is that is a mind or departing consciousness. Later, these are Javana, Javana 7 times. So the object is maybe if we discern 4 elements about the body. For example, other elements, hardness, we discern. So the other element is an object. Every this mind take this object. In your mind, seeing hardness. So hardness is the object. That is the other element because you focus on your body. So hardness, you see. In your mind, your body is very hard. So hardness is the object. Into the heart, mind or body consciousness, Javana 7 times. After that, going down. Okay, mind or body consciousness, Javana. The object is always a hardness. So this process going interrupted by going down. Mind or body consciousness, Javana. Mind or body consciousness, Javana, like this. So mind or body consciousness is that is a functional consciousness. No kusala, no akusala, no resultant consciousness. Just turn the mind. No produce. That is under this. One is Chaita, awareness of the object. Another 7 universal. 7 universal is a Phassa, contact this mentality this object. So Phassa, Vedana is feel the object. You feel hardness. So Sanya is perceive. Oh, this is a hardness. Although your body have water, no pay attention. Just pay attention. Hardness. So that is a Sanya. Like that. So these are Chaita, Cetasikas. In the same way, Javana time also Chaita, contact, Vedana, Sanya, like that. Later, mindfulness also, 19 Cetasika. 19 Cetasika is number 1 is mindfulness. And like that. Later, wisdom. Wisdom is knowing the other elements. So this Chaita is a Kusala Chaita. Mahakusala 8, 1 of 8. Chaita is like that 12 Mahakusala, 18 rootless, 12, 14 Kamochara Chaita. So your mind is 8 Kusala. 8 Vibhaga, 8 Kriya. Your mind is 8 Kusala. One of them. Among 8 maybe with the knowledge. 4. With the knowledge you may happy, you may neutral. Possible. So these we call a discerning mind. Chaita is aware of the object. Contact is contact this object. Vedana is feel this object. Sanya is perceive this object. Mindfulness is remember this object. Faith is satta is faith in this object. Panya is knowing this object. And that is what we call discerning mind. Yeah. So after that you may discern water element. Fire element. That is a change. Later, any materiality, all materiality, the object. Later, all mentality, the object. Mind is this mind. Repeat it. This is Kusala mind. Repeat it. So in this factor, there is a mindfulness, there is a panya, there is effort. Effort 7 universal, 6 occasional as efforts. Some Vidyaka, some Singapa, Vichara also have like that. These are we call it discerning mind. So repeating in this kusala chaita, chitasika, that is the way to practice for us. So that is a vipassana stage. Jhana is different. Jhana is this kusala 5. That is focusing on anapana. So later increase, you see nimitta. So you are discerning mind is this vibhavasana jhana. So after that, if you want to get more jhana, 12 arvavasana jhana. 12 arvavasana jhana, seeing the sky like that, seeing the sky. 8 lokottara chaita. So if you practice this jhana, only jhana, cannot get this chaita. This is a jhana where reborn Brahma realm. So after getting in jhana, you should go to practice vipassana. Vipassana is this Mahakusala 8. If you practice Mahakusala 8, always arising within you, so wishing Nibbana. So sometimes discern mentality, sometimes discern materiality, sometimes internal, sometimes external, sometimes past, sometimes future, sometimes present, like that. If you do Gana and Gana, so objects are very obvious, always seeing nature of another, rising and perishing. If you do Gana and Gana, later this consciousness will arise by seeing Nibbana. So like that. So when you practice, that is to practice. If you practice this mind, Gana and Gana, repeat into the heart, later this mind will arise. This mind is will see Nibbana. Object become changed. Object. Here, this mind seeing mentality, materiality. So this mind seeing Nibbana.
So it's a mundane and supramundane. Discerning mind is both the mundane and supramundane.
Maybe discerning mind is mundane is important. This mind is no need to practice. Automatically we get. You trying to get this mind. You trying to discern mentality, materiality, longing for Nibbana. But you no need to find out directly Nibbana. You just discern mentality, materiality, sometimes mental, sometimes external, nature of another. Repeat, only repeat. So this from this mind to this mind automatically. Later, like the bird, go to the sea, finding out the beach. So later we'll see Nibbana. Once you see Nibbana, your mind becomes this mind. If you cannot see Nibbana beach, Pada shore, you have to discern mentality, materiality. Like that. So only you need to practice this mind. This mind is like automatically will come. Automatically.
So Anapana alone will lead us to all this.
Anapana is to get this mind. To get this mind. Anapana is
mundane.
Yeah. Kasina also. Kasina also to get this mind. Kasina also. 4 elements to get this mind. 4 elements cannot produce this mind. 4 elements to go vipassana. Vipassana mind is this mind.
Just one side question. Arahant, you say that they are detached. They are not attached to life. So, if they think about ending their life, is there such a Arahant who want to end their life? They can end their life.
So, for them, have some saying they long for to be end. Also, they're not attached to be alive. To be alive. So they are like that waiting. Anyway, according to cause and effect, they let allow to happen. Their nature is not trying to stop their life. Although after past they will be Nibbana. Yeah, they want to get to Nibbana, but they're not trying to kill themselves, to stop themselves, to go properly. They find out food, but get or not get, they are not worried. They may try to get righteously, but cannot try in wrong way. So they're trying to survive in right way only, not trying to survive in wrong way. Totally not trying to kill. Yeah.
So we'll have a continuation of this Abhidhamma class of this.
Huh? Yeah. Need to continue until Arahanta. If you success about your job learning Abhidhamma, so you will stop about the job. So this job says there is ending point. The other jobs are no ending point. Only need the success. Yeah.
Now Pandey saying the design in the Buddha time, the Buddha's disciple, one of the Buddha disciple when Buddha says some sentence, they can get the attainment.
Yeah.
Is it that Pandey also design like it? When Buddha's the sentence.
So their nature, some are very strange because of their parami. They have done a lot of times in the past. So because of this, some bandits are even not practice jhana. Once they got a megaphala, they can see sight. They can get psychic power without practicing. So normally to get a psychic power, we have to practice 14 way. But if someone has a parami, once they got some jhana, for the jhana, they automatically get a psychic power because of their practice in the previous time. Only a little improvement that they need, little listening only they need. Once something they listen, they can increase their knowledge. Because of previous time, they have learned like Abhidhamma, like you. They have practiced many times, even like in a soda, going to the answer for the answer food. By practicing, they go, come back. By practicing, they come back, like that. But in that life, they cannot, they didn't get attainment. But next life, after listening short talk, they realize every day this is a suffering, this is the original suffering, very quickly, like that. So they no need to practice according to sequence. Little part they practice, later their mind increase automatically. So like some people learning education, not so much degree they get, but they know how to survive in the life. So they can do economy well. They need to learn a little bit only. So some people also they get many degree. They know how to be rich. Like that. So different knowledge. Based on they have practiced the previous time about the learning, about the practicing. So even about the language. So some bhikkhus are no need to learn about the language, that is Pali language. Although not learn Pali language, once they got attainment, they understand the Pali language. If we say Phasa, that is correct. If we say Phasa, that is not correct. They know. Because Pali is a natural language. Natural language is original language. If the world starts, people speak Pali. Brahmas are speaking in Pali. So like this, we also many times in the Brahma realm, when the world is destroyed, we stay there many times. So like that, because of this, if once they got attainment, they can get understanding by language. Because of previous life, they have learned about the body language, they have practiced the Dhamma. So once they get attainment, everything psychic power also include, understanding language also include, like that. We should try to practice. Also continue to learn Abhidhamma. Anyway, now we finished about 7 until 7 chapter. I think you may have a lot of knowledge from the Buddha's teaching. Anyway, if we can continue to understand more. Now also quite enough. Yeah. We will continue to teach. Okay. Let's do sharing. Huh? Okay, can. Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like somebody designed the whole elements fire. How come the whole body is burned?
Burn is actually body is like normal. If you focus heat, our body have a heat. So normally most of the balance. If you focus only on heat, so you will feel like a burn because you are focusing heat. So sometimes we may see movies, very interesting. So body auto heat, we don't know. Like that. So because of focusing on heat, you should change the other elements. Hardness, like earth elements, water elements, wind elements. If so, you may not be burned. Yeah. If I just focusing on heat, you may feel the heat. Some people are focusing on shaking wind element, so they are shaking easily. Some people are focusing on hardness only. If so, the whole body are very tough, like a stone. So need to balance. Okay. Sharing merits. Idamena dinam hodu Sukhida hondu nyadayo Idame punya Asawakaya Waha hodu Idame punya Naibanasa Pachayo Hodu Mama punya bagan Sabha sadana Vajemi Desabe Mesama punya bagan Lavandu Sadhu